to know that they still by my side. Friends are like stars, cause no matter how far, when it's dark outside, they will be your light. We'd play Halo, and we'd lay low in our basement until the sun began to rise. We would go to school, but not learn too much, cause it's hard to read when you've got tired eyes. Months go by, the time it flies, past the days that we drank Kool-Aid in the summertime. Years go by, the time it flies, past the days that we drank Kool-Aid in the summertime.
All around the world, farmers know farming is an art. Life, we know it can be hard. And it can be surprising, too. But sometimes it's about being at the right place at the right time. A wise man once said that the best lessons are learned under the wide open sky. I think the same thing can be said about our art. Yeah, it can be messy, but it's always beautiful. So beautiful it can help you see yourself and the world in all new ways. In the art of farming, the soil is the canvas, the seeds are the paint, and the harvest is the masterpiece.
Hey, this is pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty darn good. Is it missing something? You're too cute to eat. Maybe some fresh spinach for a change?
Right, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome back to those watching us on TikTok and on Twitch. Welcome to those joining us on YouTube as we crack on with some Farming Simulator in one of our community servers, which I'll try and see which one people are on and join that one, because I've been doing quite a lot of work on the Zylonka, the European one. Riverbed Springs is the American one, and it looks like Hutan Panta is what we're going into, which is where I think most of the community have been spending their time. So let's jump on in. If you want to join with any of our community servers, you can head on over to Discord at discord.gg/Imaflanker and have a look in the community service channels, where you'll be able to find all of the details on how to join all of our games, including, a little bit later on tonight, some Crusader Kings 3 that we'll be playing, and everyone is welcome to join. So let's get me signed in. That is not the right password for this server. That one is. There we go. I did not know that either, Laz. There we go. We're in. So let's have a look at what's been done, because I haven't been in this server for a little while. So it looks like we currently own fields 3, 4 and 10 and 31, 30 and 23. And it looks like we own the buildings. Let's go visit here. What the heck is that noise? Oh, it's a weather station. Okay. Well, there's quite a bit of lettuce there. A shed. Water tanker. Some grow houses. Which is pretty full. I think this is unlimited because of that. I think there's a waggly tuk-tuk and Fire's bike. There's a forklift. That's the header for one of the combines. And the truck. It's like a Volvo. A day cab. And there's the combine. And the jet wash. Let's find out what I can do to help. This is a cool map though, because if you... Huh. Oh, that's cool. So there's a greenhouse of rice saplings. So I'm assuming then we're growing the rice saplings here and then planting them in the fields around. And you got these 100% fertilized with decent yield bonus on them. I'm guessing they're going to be working on wood. Let me see. We go back a bit. So the rice here is growing. The other fields around have been mulched and limed and ready to go. That's just wood. I'll head. Nice. Cutting down trees and Doc is transporting them. Harvesting rice next month. Cool. I've just so you guys know, I've turned off in-game VoIP because we're playing on our community servers and not necessarily everyone. It's not necessarily true that everyone wants to be on stream and voice. If they do, you can jump into the stream waiting room. I'll grab you guys in while we're playing. But if not, that's the reason I don't just immediately jump into the voice channel for the community in Discord. Is that not everyone necessarily wants to be on stream. So let's see. Is there a contract I can crack on with? Not really. Hey guys.
Hello. I just have to mute stream so I don't hear double of Flanker.
It's bad enough hearing one of Flanker.
He has a wonderful voice, but two is enough. Well, one is enough.
Yeah, what can I help with the trees? Is there any Like just driving stuff around, or what needs done? Because it looks like there's
there
something
is
else to do.
Where is it? Isn't there a winch here? Did you take the winch, Silas?
No, but I kind of like you fell over and you can't connect it to anything else than a tractor. So you kind of have to get a new one.
I'll just reset it.
Yeah. I tipped on accident.
Yeah, that's a fun tool to play with. At the store flanker, there's a winch. If you get one of the tractors and connect that winch to it, then you can pull the trees further in, so it'll be easier for me to load them onto the trailer.
Sure.
I thought about it. What if I like cut the tree in the trailer as well? Doesn't that work? Like it goes into the trailer.
I mean, if you're able to actually aim.
I can aim.
Can you though?
I can aim better than you.
Right, where's the store on this map? That's that one. Okay. So, how much are we in debt by at the moment?
We just bought a bunch of new tools, so now we're 460,000 in debt.
I knew that we wouldn't have money in the account because the constant buying of tools. It was a good thing, like, not a complaint was all.
And we're then again we have 500,000 liters of wood chips that's just waiting for December.
Oh, is that when it sells best in the biomass, or?
Yes. Or anywhere where the price is right, honestly. And we have wheat and oats and canola. No, nice. Not wheat, barley. And then, of course, there's the lettuce. And we just bought Field 3 and Field 23.
Is the winch rear or front attach?
Doesn't matter. Whatever you like. You like to... Well, you're going to pull either way, but...
I don't like trees. They don't want to turn.
And then you aim at the you want to pick up aim at the winch, press R to pull the winch, press B to connect to the tree, and you can connect up to 3 trees at a time, up to a certain weight. And you can also kind of use it as a plow. To push the logs around, which is also very handy. This goat is right. Or if you really want it, you can try the crane on the wood trailer here. Though you probably won't be able to communicate with chat because it takes all of your focus. Now you get into the tractor. Oh, you can control it from there, even better. Lining that up makes it way easier for me to grab them.
Give me a sec. I'm just messing with these ones because they're in the way at the moment rather than...
Yep.
I can go up on this tree. Do not want to turn.
How much can I grab?
Okay. Probably not ideal on the hill here, Doc, but is that the sort of thing you're looking for?
Anything lined up, really. So if you can get multiple logs lined up, it's easier for me to grab them. But yeah, that is good. Camera angle. Don't know what that is. No, don't. No. Everything is fine. The brakes on wet grass is like non-existent.
Yeah, I'd noticed that.
And when you weigh 16 tons, it's even worse. No, you can just stay there. There. I don't think you'll be able to get many more logs on this, so yeah, that'll do. This is gonna be fun.
That is a
What?
unapproachable
load.
time. I love like the, oh yeah, we strapped it. Like that.
Yeah. It's secured. Just not secure for anyone else. Oh, and we did also just get a new truck. So we upgraded
People are
from
going to die driving past that.
600 horsepower to...
Yep.
No, it's not road safety. Not road safety at all. Also, hey, Cass. Oh, the mud is real. Oi, you son of a... Yeah, drop the log. But now everything is much easier.
Oh my word, the grass is... Yes.
It is so wet and slippery.
I'm speeding
And
up
also
when I'm braking
trying to
parts.
drive it.
Yes.
And also trying to drive in fields that have been plowed. When it's wet, it's so muddy. Which is a cool feature.
But, yeah, nevertheless a challenge. Right, about there.
I did forget we do also need to plant canola on field 4. And we do have a big planter set up there. Which I think Morph mentioned that he had filled with seeds.
Cody says you're winning.
I mean, we haven't lost. We've lost a lot of money, but... I went the wrong way again. No, we're planting guarana. We're planting canola because we have a canola oil press. We're making canola oil. We also have our own mini and we started working on the temple. Nothing has happened, but we are working on it.
Oh, that's me releasing the brake. That is not me trying to go forwards. It is interesting times in this rain.
Let's see how much this is worth. Almost 9k, not bad. It would have been more if I didn't lose 2 logs.
Do you need better control of your wood, sir? It's frowned upon when you... Where's my winch not pulling? Come on. Can't
I
touch
want
my
to
wood.
drop the log in the middle of the road. I will drop the log in the middle of the road.
I just realized there's way more trees we haven't picked up. Like on the other side of where I have been with the excavator. Yeah, I'm getting more tractors.
There we go. Managed to get a reset. Warren, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated over on Twitch. Cool. Fine.
We can connect 4. Nice.
Yeah, you can connect infinitely. It depends on how much weight you have.
Aha.
and distance. There's
Yeah,
they
it
don't
need to
like
be-
connecting to each other very far from each other.
Yeah.
There's only so much wood you can handle before you lose interest. I mean, honestly, that's reasonable. We haven't done any wood so far on
No!
on the other server. Have you just splayed my wood all over the place?
Yeah, just one of them. And I'm terribly ashamed of it.
I'm not going to let you play my
Numpty.
wood if you're not going to look after it, sir.
Oh, I might be going the wrong way here.
Well, you see if you want to swap tractors with, so you get a better motor for that one.
Break! Oh, chat, would you look at that? How was that? Warren says, hello there, how you doing? Well, I found you to the Hot Potato Rimworld event. Awesome. Yeah, looking forward to that. There, my slot on that will be November 30th, that's Saturday, between 8 PM and midnight GMT. Where we'll be running Moras's coffee shop again as we continue our fundraising efforts into our, I think it's 5th or 6th year now, for Doctors Without Borders. I rank that an E for effort. I rank an F for... Come on, look, it's all together. I pulled it all together. It's... You lot are just being haters, man. Look, I was trying to get them into tight
He's
bundles.
just he's mad at you because you're pulling it off.
Wow.
Oh, Silent, how was it to drive that thing up here now?
It was best thing ever.
Oh, okay. So 750 horsepower does mean something.
It didn't even
It
struggle
really
a single
does.
time. It didn't struggle at all.
Yeah, I have never bought a tractor with the smallest engine. Much engine, very yes.
No, we got it. The other one we got on sale with the smallest engine.
Soul says, so the other day when you were playing RimWorld was just a test run. Yes, because honestly, Soul, I haven't played RimWorld as a regular stream game for 4 years. So that is as much RimWorld as I played since the last Hot Potato. So I was just checking that everything was working and reminding myself of some of the basic controls. But you're gonna have a choice of streamer on our slot because I think we're gonna have Plan of Attack. We're gonna have Wagley that you'll be able to swap the streamer for. I'm not sure whether we're gonna have Morass or we may have Tolmet or Seacane. So there's a choice of quite a few members of the Gaming.Buzz team. But yeah, as fun as RimWorld is, it's I burnt out on it a little bit. Bad words, because we were playing with the chat integration, and there are the cool thing about it. I like having the chat integration for all the games, but it did mean that. Like, I got very, very good at crisis management, and honestly, everything else was just kind of a... Oh, let's not step on this. Oh, let's wait a little bit. Everything else was kind of... Didn't really do any story or roleplay. And if you're doing RimWorld as a single-player game, I think to be entertaining... Wow. Let's take that off there. I'm going to redo this. Me walking through the winch is what pulled that last one over.
Oi, mate.
Hey, if you want to lift it, go for it, bud. I was only straightening them up, so...
Which is very much appreciated. Makes it
Soul
way
says I have
easier
a hard time watching games when streams turn integration on. Personally, it's frustrating. Not common against streams using it, or people enjoy more power to them. Just to be clear, yeah, that's fair. But I think also if you are, I think with RimWorld you need to choose what you want to do as a streamer if you're streaming RimWorld on a regular basis. And again, not a reflection on anyone's streaming style or anything, but what I found is streams do well with RimWorld with if you're going for a proper narrative story, like single player run, but that requires so much effort and narration and not just clicking through stuff and making things happen. You actually have to have a story behind it. You have to, my notebook used to be like 5 pages long of just notes about what colonists had done, where they came from, who'd chosen which colonist, what their history was. Or you have to be a really high skill player. So like the narrative, I would say you're looking at, say, a Spartan Stew, I think is a great narrative player. Soviet Womble does a great narrative run through. Or you've got to be a high skill player. So you're showing off like really interesting challenges, like for example FG on the Ice Cheat Challenge. FG is an incredibly accomplished streamer. I don't mind you send me a whisper to Warren. Probably best whispering on Discord, just so you know, but I will check out Twitch Whispers as well, my friend. Happy to help. But yeah, FG does pretty good narrative runs and fantastic skill-based runs. She's a really entertaining streamer, one of my favorite people, one of the hardest working streamers on Twitch, like genuinely. And I think the alternative is doing something that is either a community build together with integrations on, so like everyone's in on it, you're sharing resources to build a base and then using the integration to then try and defend said base or push through a narrative. And I think that I struggle a little bit with pretty much we played a lot of haven't really played off any kind of high skill showcasing how you do things, because I think there are better people to do it. 2D Kiri and FG did a far better job than I would do. And we did some narrative runs that people really enjoyed, and then people wanted to play the integration all the time and troll me, which is fine. Like, I think a great example of the aftermath of that, because we were testing the add-in as well, was that or is it sorry, let me that maybe there we go. I'll stick it on in chat twice so YouTube can see it as well, which is a lot of fun but takes a huge amount of effort, very draining. You can only do that sort of stream for 2-3 hours tops. So yes. I can't swap my time slot, Warren. I'm really sorry. I do check the Discord to see if you can. I am literally getting through my front door from traveling for work 2 hours before the hot potato starts. I could only do 2 time slots this year. It was either Saturday evening or Sunday evening. I'm so sorry. Have you tried reaching out? Give me a sec. Have you reached out on the Hot Potato Discord? Because they changed the schedule around quite a bit in the last few days. But FG or Wojess, we had to put a shout out. I am traveling by rail, Kaz, yeah. Because I'll be leaving my house on Monday. So I'm traveling, coming back, and then heading out on, I think I'm in Bath from Wednesday onwards until Saturday evening. So, yeah, this time of year, because the Hot Potato doesn't get it, the schedule doesn't get put out for the Hot Potato until the last minute, like the last month, I have no flexibility around it because I have a annual trip to Bath. Hey, no worries at all. Wish I could help, but yeah, unfortunately, it was so late this year that the stuff came out that well, in fact, can I detach that one? I'll do those two. So, in fact, let's just get this one out of the way because it's one that is sticking out. The others are pretty much straight. I don't even need to do the winch. That is so ridiculous. That is so dumb. If you run through the cable, it pulls as if you've winched it. Pray to the rail gods you don't get delayed. Not my Rubens still. Yeah, the it's First Great Western we'll be going with, so travelling from South Wales to the southwest of England, and then back to South Wales, and back to the southwest of England, and back again. But this is saying the Hot Potatoes on the same time of year that Bath Christmas Market starts, and I have a long-standing commitment to meet up with people in Bath, and if I redo that and then pull it again, there we go.
Break!
That was an approach, sir.
It's trying to break, okay, but slippery, wet grass and all that.
Miraz says you don't want to be delayed, just don't travel with Wagley. I am travelling with Wagley though.
Yeah, then you're gonna be delayed.
I know. Right, I'm going to detach that and give it a love tap down the hill.
Tap.
Oh, in fact, maybe I'll try winching it down the hill.
I'll see what I'm doing.
Yeah, I'm really sorry, Warren. I would love to help, but it is... let's do that. B. Can you really not, like, fasten a winch to place on the same log?
Nope.
No.
That is really stupid.
No.
Well, you can IRL.
Well, yeah, but it's not smart.
Depends what you're trying to do, really.
Well,
To move the thing, you do it two ways. Yeah, no, it's not smart.
Imaflanker, you might want to be careful saying anything there, because that was his school. He went to school doing this thing.
I've used a Y chain several times winching stuff where you're trying to pull it like directly towards you. I'm not talking about like winching it with 2 points on the same axis, I would have thought there would be some ability to winch it sideways with two pieces, like two chain hooks on either end of the Y piece. There you go. Flags involved. Smart is not happening. Totally reasonable, Morris. Warren, have you reached out to FG or anyone on the Hot Potato Team server? I didn't. I was just having a look through at the moment to see if there's... Oh, Maras, while you're here, are you heading over for the hot potato? You're getting math down, don't you worry there. Cool. Every so often the winch does break in this. Oh, no, 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 you swine. Bad words. The grass is killing me here.
I mean, if you want, we still have to... You have to plant on field 4. No. God. Flip.
Can I come Tuesday, Cody? Well. You don't drink coffee? I'm not sure you can call anything we've got on our time slot coffee. It may contain coffee. It also may just
Most
be...
people won't call it drinkable.
Yes. You have tea. You sent us aerosol tea. Well, we do have nice tea bags and loads of coffee syrups. Well, I'll share on Discord the list of coffee syrups. Lad says, Warren, it's very easy to derail Flank. You just have to find a good subject for him to rant on. Wow. You're not
It's so
wrong.
true,
I can't point to the lie. It's just mean, man.
Like, if Flanker is talking about one subject, and you want him to change subject, just talk about something IT or housing in the UK.
Union membership, what we had recently. The European geopolitics, American geopolitics. Development is easy is a good one to get me to rant on. And all developers of games and other things are evil and just want your money.
Yes.
Yes.
Anything containing the word development.
Oh, your website.
That contains significantly less development.
It's still development.
Less development and still is better than a lot of other developments.
Oh, you utter ass. I didn't mean
What
to do
did I
that.
do now?
If game dev was hard, there wouldn't be so many games on Steam. Thanks, says Russ. Well played, sir. Well played.
That is a good point.
You're right. Game development must be easy. I am mistaken.
It's just numbers and codes, right?
Yeah. For some context, I am a former developer and project manager, and I've a consultant that worked on a vast array of international problems.
Just ones and zeros.
Game developers weren't all terrible people. Why am I bad at games, says Tollman. Well, you get to be bad on games on stream soon, bud, so you know. Mariah says, just improve the netcode. Yeah, definitely.
Just use JavaScript.
Oh yeah, for everything.
Just ChatGPT.
Need a complex relational database? Yeah, JavaScript. That'll do.
Oh, imagine that. Holy.
Somehow being in charge of the RimWorld is scaring those coffees. Yeah, I mean, you're only... if you drop the potato while you're on, Tom, I mean, I wouldn't want to put any pressure, but there are only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 streamers between us and the end. I mean, honestly, it might be one streamer between us and the end if we bring the end, but you know. There'll already have been 4 days full of streamers streaming 24/7 to try and get a colony up and running and protect it.
And then Flanker came along.
Well, given what's happened on previous hot potatoes, because we've got people travelling from all over the place to be here, our time slot as well will probably beat me here. Chat will probably sponsor more people to be playing playing in 5-minute slots across the 4 hours we've got than I'll play, and there'll be some truly disgusting coffees.
We really just have 3 characters. I thought we had 4.
And we've got 36 different coffee syrups. We've got 12 varieties of tea. We've got 3 war crimes that are Moras's aerosol tea. And whatever chat comes up with when the poll goes up as to what we add. But typically, thanks to FG, probably mayonnaise. And we'll have a randomizer. Mm-hmm.
Yes, you can have the other tractor. And if you want the winch, I can put the winch in front of...
No, I don't care.
Because I need to... well, it's going to stay up here either way. But I need to plant some canola before Morph kills me.
That's right.
You use the crane on
Sorry?
you can use the crane on the tractor.
Oh, that's already a loaded trailer. Is that just going to be sold? The trailer you've already loaded, mate.
Loaded with what? Oh yeah, that can be sold. You can actually drive that and sell it. Sell it at the sawmill in the north.
Cool, cool.
Yeah, middle northwest. And I would recommend sticking to the roads because it's muddy. Much muddy, very yes.
There's a grain mill, grain elevator, animal
It
dealer.
is just above Forest 59.
Right, 69. I have no idea where that is. Ah, there it is. Cool.
Oh, never mind. This should not be planted in July. Ah, August. Fine.
Have you seen MSF as drawing staff from Port-au-Prince? I had not, but I'm not surprised. The security situation there is truly awful.
Well down.
Iris said that I need to show you something.
Sure. What do you need to show me?
Because you're using the baby crane, and we have a fun big crane as well.
No worries. The big boy winch. Okay.
Yes. Though, is Flanker a big boy? He's an old boy. But is he a big boy?
No.
I'm Zero.
Well, so what are you doing up there?
I don't think this is safe.
Perfectly safe.
For some context, chat, I've been trying to stop since the top of that hill. So it's much muddy, very yes.
Did someone say slippery when wet? Yeah, turn on my microphone. That tends to help. I just said you might want to take a right there, Flanker, because you're about to go off the map.
Oh, isn't it? Oh, I thought you could use all
That's
the
a
roads.
dead end.
Never mind. Okay. Yeah, sorry, I thought there was a north road across the top. I have not been on this map much.
Fair enough.
Thank you for the heads up. If a little late. It's...
F3 feet on the top out.
Hey, look, every inch counts. Including the man bun inches. Soul says, I really like you down. The only parts I dislike is the mountain in the northwest and the city. I really like the city. I think they've done a great job of giving us some life. But I can understand driving in it. Probably not so much. Because it's a small Southeast Asian city designed for K cars. Not honking great tractors.
Okay. So we need to go with chips. Chips. No. Enter.
I do like the fact that cars will now overtake you, but it is quite funny watching a car just overtaking me on the way up this hill. Particularly when I think they just block another car. Yeah, there you go. They haven't figured out that bit of logic though. Driving on the wrong side of the road to overtake me and come head to head with another car. You want to see some real speed? It's not here.
Take the motorcycle. That is some real speed.
I think my favourite map was actually the Wild West one that we played, but that required a lot of people. It's kind of the opposite to... Go on then, if you're going to overtake me. Off your trot. There we go. Yeah, the Wild West map was really cool, but really heavy on server load. The largest field on that required 6 combines and 2 hours. It was very big. Well, being as it's a cliff, I might not drive off it. There we go. Getting our speed up there.
Wait until you get to the... Where the flip are you? Oh, you're going that way.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I guess.
That is a life choice indeed. If you're zooming on the hillside in a white van, yep, that's every. If your parcel's on fire like a big bonfire, it's every. Where every parcel is treated with the same amount of care. Unfortunately, none of that is the amount of care that you would want it treated. If your parcel's not delivered, lost in the river, it's every. Still makes me smile. They claimed one of my parcels was they'd attempted to deliver it twice. Where they were delivering to was a secure compound with 24/7 surveillance. It's like, I bet you haven't. I was like, what time exactly was it? And I'll show you every camera on the outside for that time period. Like, oh no, it's in our warehouse still. It's like, yeah, you just didn't want to deliver it. That's fine. What compound was it? Was it a prison? It was a secure office complex. Large perimeter fencing, access controlled doors.
Fire just took it back. Okay.
Wait, what?
This sawmill, does it just disappear off the back of the trailer, or is it?
You just park there and then you go to the exclamation mark by the main house and you click sell.
Cool. Thought I was going to have to empty it off as well. I was like, ah. Well, that is a decent sized yard. Don't forget Flake was there when they first built Area 51. Wow. I heard it was a prison / labour camps. Well.
I can neither deny nor confirm these claims.
I was going to say some people would may agree with the labour camp description, but no.
Wait, if Flanker is Scottish, does that mean that civilization started in Scotland?
I hate these bushes.
They hate you too.
Well, I can chop them down. If there was a mechanic in the game. That's not about none of us.
Morass says, I mean, Scotland's very civilised, dog. Where else can you get battered deep fried pizza? Morass is the only person I know that likes that stuff. It is the cheapest, naffest pizza. Battered and deep fried.
the trailer looking, by the way?
It shouldn't be full yet. 93%. Why is it just here again? I put it up. Yeah.
This fire sent it back.
Well, fire's not here.
No, fire's doing stone.
Yeah.
How do you open the claws on the on this? I haven't used one of these for a while.
Both mouse buttons and up or down.
Cool.
Never mind fire.
Yeah.
Thanks, sir.
Yeah, I just noticed fire. I didn't see the contract in the top right corner.
This is not a good grip.
Were you trying to get the Lloyd that I lost?
Yeah,
How kind of you.
I thought it would be a
Good challenge.
yeah. That's what I thought.
Not a challenge.
It does take quite a while to get used to that crane.
Yeah, it's been a while, and I think the last time I used one of these, it was the oh, bad words. It was with a different control scheme.
I'm bringing the crane over, by the way.
We're bringing the crane? Crane? Oh, okay. Oh, for that one.
Yep, that was a bit easier.
So I was doing that car pass chat, and we'll go and take the recovered log up to
We get
the.
more trees.
If after the hot potato, I might do a cab setup for a farming sim using a wheel and the control panel. There you go. Sorry about the delay there. I'm on the way back.
Some
I'll take the other route back. One thing I do love about this game is the every tractor, every piece of machinery drives differently. And also, I'm noticing the rain and mud make way more difference than they used to.
Because they didn't used to make any difference.
Not really. Well, other than the rain stopped us harvesting, to be fair.
Yes. Which it still does.
Oh, looking forward to catching up with you on Saturday, Tom. Yeah. I knew which way I was going, chat. Mm-hmm.
You bringing back stumps? Silent.
Yeah.
Why not the entire tree?
Because it's too heavy.
It's too heavy for the big boy winch.
Is it too heavy for the big boy? Yes.
Oh, okay.
There's some interesting visual artifacting in this part of the map.
Why, yes. Yes, there is.
Warren says, goal figured out when I pass you the potato, it should be a wild ride due to me hopefully sending you the bunch of peaks on the front page. Oh, I'm awesome. You managed to get it sorted out. I'm really happy to hear it, my friend. Have a great rest of your stream. Yeah, thank you for dropping by. I'm really sorry I couldn't just swap with you, bud. Unfortunately, it was just really short notice timing this year that...
Do you want to line up...
an awesome stream.
You want to line up the trailer in front of me?
Sure. Give me 2 secs to...
I'm trying to give you a boost.
Okay. I'll be back in a second. That's my doorbell.
Cool. Doorbells. Who has doorbells?
Just that these days.
I'm out of the track. Feel free to steal it. It's just going to take a second.
Cool.
Yeah, no. I'm getting a bit tired now.
Fair enough.
Of today.
Yeah, can do fire. Uno momento, por favor.
But yeah. Talk to you guys later.
Oh my god, this bush is just...
Bye-bye.
Catch you later.
Later.
I meant to do that.
Sorry, just giving you guys something more interesting to look at while I deal with the person at the door.
Well, don't look at me. 4,000 liters of stone. That is really good. That is awesome fire. Am I wet? You're sus, Cody. Or maybe plan is the mainland. Yep, that's full. I guess I'm gonna move a lot of equipment first. Oops. Yeah, don't you need to complete the content first, Fire? Okay. Fire, how do I disconnect the yarder? Ah, okay. Merci beaucoup. Right, let's see if I can even move the new 750 horsepower truck that's supposed to be so much better. Well, Morph told me to sell it, so yeah, we did. I mean, it might still be on sale. Yeah, it is still on sale. Yeah, I'm absolutely up for having both. We can have one for the truck and one, or one for the trailer and one for the low loader. And eventually, when I end up having more than one of the trailers, so. Yeah, the only issue that our silo does not take wood chips. I cannot unload here. And I assume the price for wood chips is still terrible. Yeah, 306 compared to 988. Is there a... I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to try. Yeah, I'm going to... I found another silo. And also, honestly... Okay, we have the truck back. There is a silo that can be filled with different products. I am going to try to buy that. I have no idea. What it can be filled with. And then I'm going to place it somewhere else. Might be complete waste, but... yeah, that's a complete waste. Can't unload there either. Seeds. Okay, so it's... yeah, that's... that didn't work. How much do I get back from it if I sell it? $8,000. Okay, no, we're keeping it. We have a seed container. It does not say anything about how to store the wood chips. If there's any other way to store it than the train yard. Alright, should I just sell it at the farmer's market then? It's like a huge loss, but we'll lose 60,000 per load on it. Next month? Okay. I will fast forward time then. Oh, yeah, damn it. Oh my. I am so sorry, Fire. I am really sorry. Yeah, that is good. Alright, we can plant the canola. When Flanker is back, we can get the rice done. Hopefully, if we haven't flipped that up completely. Yeah, but we couldn't flood it.
Right, sorry about that, guys. I had a visitor turn up at the door unexpected and had to do some technical stuff for them.
Welcome back, Flanker.
What happened to this tractor and trailer?
No idea what you're talking about.
Oh, excellent.
Talking about the that's perfectly normal.
Okay.
It's art. I mean, by all means, if you want to do it better, go be my guest.
Hey, you're not on complaint.
No, I know. I'm kidding. It's a challenge to get it up on the trailer properly.
You can get pills for that, mate. That's all medicine's medicine, right?
Not for those logs. We'll do fire. Still have more in the trailer.
Yeah, I think the camera angles can be brutal when you're
The angle, if you press C, and there's even a specific angle for the crane,
Yeah,
can
it's
be
terrible.
useful.
So, I suppose once you've got it to the grabbing point, but
Now that is filled with wood chips, and I can sell the rest.
oh, awesome! I've managed to break the crane. There you go. Let's swing it around a touch more there. How high can we go, chat? Let's drop that one and do the one we can do. Ooh. I'm sure Doc would approve. Plans showing me some custom dice you just had arrive.
Oh, no. Don't show me. I just got my paycheck and I need it to last until Christmas.
Flank, you have a new job? Rice harvest. Show off the new features. Sure. Okay.
Yeah. Field 30 and 31 and... Yeah, 30 and 31.
Those are very cool. Those are very, very plan-like dice.
Yeah.
What do they look like? We need pictures, plan.
That's cool.
Also,
Doc's
hey, plan.
demanding pictures, and also says hey. Demanding pictures first, then say hey.
Oh, by the way.
Yeah, the box is pretty cool.
Priorities.
It's,
Is it the wormwood?
yeah, well, that's fairly because that would just be a brass impress, but it's nice.
Yeah.
And they've gone. These are really boxes intended to keep the dice in, aren't they? 'Cause you aren't recycling any of this. Ooh, that's really cool. Ooh, I know who supplies the glitter for that. That's really cool. Right, sorry. Reporting for duty. Henwood says,
you said
think of all the lonely dice stock. Henwood, no, don't pull me into this. Kaz says hi, Plan. Plan, I think is. Oh,
Hello, everybody.
I don't know if you can hear that. Plan says hi to everyone. Right, rice harvesting. What am I doing?
Getting our rice harvester, which is behind the greenhouse. I will supervise you.
I am in need of supervision with no Waggly here.
This one.
Okay. Not that one. Try again. Do love how
that's
game
the
uses
planter.
context. Right.
And now on to the field.
That's kind of a neat little thing. Does it have storage capacity on board?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes, it does. Which reminds me, you probably need a trailer, so I'm going to get a tractor and a trailer for you. Unless fire is already on the way.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, if you would do that, fire, that would be awesome. I'm gonna get this wood sold. Don't take that out of context.
That does look super cool.
It is also super tiny.
Where can I see the rice? Oh, there it is. That's okay. Ignore me. Was there a reason there was a big gap in the field here? Asking for a friend.
Weather.
Ah, fair enough.
The weather has destroyed it.
There has been
Quite
some
a fair
plant
bit of that.
work. Yeah. The hailstorm, that makes sense. Because we have natural disasters on. So naturally, there's been a disaster. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. It is not loving its tracking, or the field is... Did we create this field or did the game?
Game did.
That's interesting and odd. Because the GPS is not liking the edges of the field. Again, not world ending, just... But it might just be because of the
Yeah, that
diagonal
first
edge.
hedgerow.
Yeah.
The first hedgerow is terrible on the rice fields for the GPS. The rest is pretty off, but it does cover the entire field.
I think that might be the only... It loses tracking super easily down here as well.
It does.
Like, it's not managed to stay on track once. Which, that is world ending. It's, the GPS, after all, is more a useful additional tool versus a... anything that makes a real enormous difference. Does it do better with that? Nope. That lost the tracking almost immediately. I'll just do it manually. Does go at quite a speed though. 8 kilometers an hour for a harvest is not bad.
Luckily, also, the fields are not that big.
Yeah. That's a nice little harvester. It controls
they-
well. It's just a shame.
Yeah.
And the GPS has nothing to do with this specific harvester. It's just it's not doing a great job of identifying. But it turns super cleanly. Look at that. That's...
Yeah, I think so as well, Fire.
Oh,
I think at some point we did mess it up. I can't remember exactly what. But I think there was 1 month where we didn't water it. There's several plants that are withered. But it should be enough just to cultivate it.
let's see if we'll at least hold the line now for a little bit. Nope,
Hold the line.
picked the wrong one. Nope, lost it again. There, you cannot convince me that is following the line. So that's saying it's doing auto steering for me, and it is lying.
Yeah, it's pretty much half a lane off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It follows the blue line. It's meant to stay between the blue tracks. Like what it's meant to be doing is doing this center line. That yellow line is meant to be the center of your... So when you hit H, that's locking on with steering assist. And when you hit... Like I've put 3, so I've put it on cruise control. And it's just, like you say, it is following the blue line. It's... what is it?
Yeah,
The field? That's withered or failed crop. First off, you make €13,000 with rice. This time you have a baby oil press. Oh my.
I might need the big boy for this, but I'll try to do the planting with the other red tractor.
The nice thing about the rice harvester compared to the pea and center harvester is it's not super expensive. Oh, it's fair enough. I might do another quick head run around this. Because those taps are going to be in the way, so... It is super maneuverable as well. It drives like a tank in a good way. Yeah, the tracking is super off though. Yep. Seems to have reasonably large capacity. Yeah, I think it's also, I suppose it's like the grain crops as well, isn't it? That there's the actual product you're getting from the grain crop versus say a beet crop or something is a relatively small proportion of what you are handling. P halves are 571,000. We got that wee bit.
Yeah, some of the vegetable harvesters are terribly expensive, and yeah, you tested one of them, the tiny one that does 0.8 meters.
Yeah, that was a trader. It was only 100 grand, but the the harvester that we did the test for, it cost 60 grand to rent it. And that was also, I think, 680,000 when it's fully geared. But you lose crop if it hits the floor.
Yeah.
And it has zero capacity, which is fine if you've got like someone that enjoys side-by-side driving. I can tell you that Wagley does not. As not a criticism at all of Wagley or like everyone enjoys different things in the game. You can turn rice into rice flours as one part of cake production. Yeah, we can get our gluten-free cake company going. Yay.
Yep. Next is also getting chickens and the rest of the greenhouses for the other crops. So we get strawberries and eggs. Because you can't make strawberry cake without strawberries.
Cakes is long.
Cheesecake.
If not cake, why cake shaped? The tracking's not fixed, I'm just ignoring it, Mark. I'm manually driving it. Thanks for the compliment, though. So the guidelines show up whenever you've got GPS enabled. And it will go yellow to indicate the line that you can track. So if I just do that here. So that's the one I could then highlight. And then if you want to then use that line. Oh, we have a Morphe.
Get a morph.
We have a Morph in chat as well. Hello.
Welcome back, Morph.
I've been kidnapped.
Taken without consent from another channel. Quagnat, thank you so much for the sub on YouTube. Much appreciated.
And we bought back the truck, Morph.
That's
Actually,
bad.
cheaper than... No. We might as well have two, because we always have too few vehicles. And we bought it back for less than we sold it for.
That's a bad deal.
We sold it for 88 and bought it for 79.
I mean,
Can we do it
The
again?
used car market. Yeah, I was going to say.
Total?
The car market's
keep
had
doing
a rough
it?
time. In before Morph has worked out that you can get harvesters for €6 if you just leave it for long enough. Bought and sold the same harvester 1,600 times.
Yeah, we really should get another tractor.
Yeah, but we need a big one.
Oh my.
Yes.
We only need to go for
Needs to-
big ones because most of our tools now actually need the horsepower. Or you're gonna suffer when you do any jobs.
Boop.
I hate this meteo station. Bleep, 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 bleep. Yeah, I get it.
Mhm. Couldn't possibly place it somewhere else.
I think I'm gonna sell it. It's only 4,000, so sell
so-
it and place it somewhere else.
I'll just go back and forth and level the load. Yeah, that didn't need doing. There was so little load. Okay. Cool story, bro. You gonna drive past now?
Now my question is, where did I found it? Ah, tools.
Is it like behind the silos or something?
Nope.
Oh, there's a cool aesthetic. A bit of a pain in the arse to harvest, but with this smaller harvest, you can't really complain.
Guess where it goes.
Up in the
3031. We are not that often
Close to
there,
fire.
so we don't
like,
care.
Yeah. We need to go there for like 3 minutes every month.
And I'm putting it right in the corner of the mountain, so it's far away from everything.
Yeah.
Oh, so I just placed it next to you. Sorry, wasn't with intention. How is our rice looking? Did we lose much?
I
Nope.
think you
As,
lost.
we didn't lose. Well, we lost some because of weather damage and
Yeah, I was going to say, it's not a
withering.
world-ending amount, but you have lost quite a bit.
We have
but
quite a few
the
patches.
last month, you're not supposed to water it,
Oh, okay.
so we didn't.
So
forget
that's
to
why you
water it.
didn't let us flood it.
Yeah.
Look, how many bushes are still up. I should bring another tractor for the cultivator, no?
Yes.
Are you going to cultivate the rice fields?
Yeah, we have a cultivator
Correct.
there. We
Yeah,
bought
one
one
cultivator
small one and left it there
specific
just for those fields.
And I am planting the canola at the moment.
The rice harvester is a good time. It is a nice little machine.
Grass is growing.
Even better.
Did you manage to plant our field?
I'm doing it now.
Like
I just told you.
Sorry, I was thinking of too many things. I didn't hear you. I apologize.
You are excused.
Yeah, went with to the dentist with my small one because she has some dental work done a couple of years ago. Has 6 teeth covered in a crown with metal wiring inside her mouth. Well, whatever. She had to be put down to actually do the work. She was under the general anesthesia.
I was going to say, you've been general anesthetic, not like, oh, well, I just had to put my daughter down.
Yep.
Time to make another one. Just old Yeller to the back
Had to be put under, not put down.
Put down.
Yes.
Like,
I like
Put down means you kill them.
I know. I wish.
And let that be a warning of getting kids.
Yep. Having kids, it's a pain.
Oh, dear.
And still you love them.
You love them that you still want to kill them.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, last night she was eating a burger and one of her crown tooth went loose.
Oh, poor thing.
Oh,
Oh.
it's actually her milk teeth
Yeah.
that they're covered, and they actually cover them to protect them and to allow to make proper distance with the normal ones.
Mhm.
So just went in there, lady with the literally gloves on, a tissue, put her fingers in her mouth and just pulled two of her teeth out. Okay.
Well, I
No
bet she was happy
anesthesia,
for
no
general-
nothing. She literally just went in, pulled them.
Oof.
That's it. No, it wasn't painful. But at least I got out of the visit from January, because she had the appointment in January. So I've done it.
And yeah, there's some people that have an immense phobia going to the dentist. And here Morpheus just happens. Yeah, no, bro, look, just
Fire says
pulled out the
instant
teeth.
horror stream. Mark's dead.
Oh, no! I'm sorry. I'll shut up now.
Oh.
I'm so glad that I'm not afraid of the dentists.
Trying to get one
Same
of
with
the
needles.
in the part of the world I live in is almost impossible.
No, I love my dentist. He is the best person I have ever known to set anesthetic. Like local anesthetics. He is so skilled at it, you don't feel anything. It's impressive.
It's not only the doctor, it's the needles that they use now, because they're so thin. They're
Yeah.
almost like hair. I know, because mine was bragging about the needles that he uses. And the next time when I went to him, I brought the needles I work with. Insulin pen needles.
Not thin
He
enough
was.
for these days, Fire. Soul says, I'm so glad I have phobia A. Same with phobia B.
Okay. Sorry, Saul. Okay, we'll stop. We'll stop now. Stop.
Today or next stream?
Wow.
Now, most of Flanker's viewers are already gone, so I think it's too late. In other news, what did you get on at the door, Flanker?
Payment terminals.
Oh, how fun!
See, I just needed to test them immediately as they arrive, so I had to set them up on the Wi-Fi network and do 2 test transactions. And now one of them's been taken away to go and test on another network because there's running 2 different versions of firmware. And I'm pretty sure that's not meant to be the case.
By the way, in other news, good news, my contract came in.
Oh, congratulations!
Finally.
That is amazing news, my friend. I'm really happy for you.
Been waiting since July, so yay! Now I'm hoping we get the signing day before Christmas, so I'll be having the New Year's in a new house.
That's fantastic. I'm really, really happy for you because that's taken way too long. And also, you own the place as well, so, you know.
Yeah, at least I'm not throwing money out the window, paying rent.
Yep.
Hey, what?
Oh, can you call rent anything else than throwing money out the window?
You're not throwing it out the window. You're giving it to someone that has bought the housing as an investment rather than as, you know, a house. So you're just making
I
it rich
wish
richer
I
normally.
could get a loan to buy my own place, but no.
Right.
Yeah, and seeing that Dublin is second in Europe as the most expensive place to live because of rent.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's because
Imagine how
it's
small
been
the
really
rents are here.
tumultuous, the housing market in Dublin
I'm
specifically.
not going to complain. I have a rent that is approximately about 66% of normal rent.
Nice.
Of the size I have. It's included electricity and internet and hot water.
Oh, fantastic.
So, yes, I have a very good deal.
Just move to Munich, says fire 20 square 20 square meters for 2,000 euro.
Oh, that
I
is...
mean, you could say the same about Edinburgh or London as well.
Well, London is the most expensive. Dublin is second place in the whole Europe.
Yeah, Edinburgh was up there for a long time. People would move to Edinburgh. I used to live in Edinburgh. People would move to Edinburgh and be like, oh, but the rent's really, really expensive. It's like London price. It used to be higher than London because it's not as big a city. And if you worked in certain industries, like banking, oh, bad words. I didn't realize there was a... It's just... There we go. Yeah, there was very few houses, very high demand. Which, the only thing that puzzles me is that how few people really commute into Edinburgh. And the people do now, but they used to just not. And, like, Glenrothes is... Oh,
Let me give you a sad statistic.
Mm-hmm.
About 4 months ago, in Dublin, a city about 600,000 people, there were 20 houses that month when the report was released to rent.
Yeah. I get it.
So you can imagine they can ask whatever they want.
Yep. And also, like, the housing stock is not good. When you have astronomical rents like that, it's one of the things, you can tell how affordable housing is. If you look at the outside of the house and go, oh, but you look at the inside of the house and go, wow, housing's affordable. If you look at the outside of a house and go, oh, that looks quite nice, and the inside is terrible, then that means the housing market in general will be in a hot market because no one has the money to do the work inside. And you see it in lots of areas that have had prices rocket up. But if you have a look at, have a look in Zoopla for somewhere like Glenrothes, which is a new town. I'm not going to pretend the houses are the prettiest. But have a look at the insides on all those cheap houses, like the former local authority houses that are 80 to 100,000 for a 2 or 3 bed house. And you can tell that like you'll find these houses that are post-war houses that have been, it was a entire new town, so thousands of these were built at the same time. The whole town was built at once.
I just gotta say one thing. Remember when you said earlier about how to make flankers start a rant? Just talk about
You were
housing. Yeah. You may continue. Go on.
But yeah, just look at the inside, and you'll see that people have put like beautiful carpentry, have spent a lot of money on bathrooms and kitchens. Then look at somewhere like one of the capital cities, like Dublin. Look at London, Cardiff. Or look at major cities like Manchester and Birmingham that have had a spike in demand in a short period. People can't afford to spend money on their housing because they're spending so much on their mortgage or rent.
To be fair, I went looking for houses and everything. You can find really nice houses, but they're over $500,000.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Like there are nice houses that are nice on the inside and the outside, but they are incredibly expensive. But the lower end housing stock that should be 175 to 250,000 tops.
Let me put it this way: I'm getting a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom house.
Nice.
320,000.
Simple.
It's not the best. It needs a little bit of work.
Hey, but a little bit of work you can deal with. If you're not gonna
I
have to deal
can
with the
do
rent
it
hikes.
myself because it's not something terrible.
There's a house in Oslo that is now 48 million Norwegian crowns. So you can time that by 10 and get the pound.
Strider says, cost to rent a house versus mortgage payment when the mortgage is higher than the rent. Bad buying market or the rent higher than the same as the mortgage buying market. I can't think of a single area. Because here's the thing. There's ways that you can keep. The UK almost managed to get rid of private landlords between the 60s to the 80s, and then Thatcher
I
came
think
along.
fire just fell into a rock.
Oof, that's gonna suck. Yes, fire does appear to be underground in the bunker. But the affordability of housing
did you find a hole?
and the lack of regulation of rentals in the UK market has been massively detrimental to the whole UK economy.
Ireland has also a rent regulation. Your landlords are not supposed to increase more than 4% every 2 years. Yeah, and the landlord comes to your door and says, from next month is 200 euros more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's not 4%. Are you complaining?
Oh, hold up just for a sec, Morph. There's some actual crop at the end. There's not a lot. I'm just.
I've seen it. So the landlord comes, you're complaining? No.
There you go. That is all the crop off this field. I'm going to drop it off.
You have another one on top.
Yeah, I know. I was dropping off and then I'll do the next one because.
Okay.
Try not to drive over the edge. Fire has already had nightmares about that.
But the UK housing market, just as a reference point, used to have vast amounts of council housing built in the UK. And we were building new towns, and those were local authority housing, and the rentals were all at a reasonable price compared to the market, and the demand for housing being built was being met by local authorities building vast amounts of housing alongside private housing as well. So if you wanted to buy, you could. If you wanted to rent, the local authority was there. They'd almost completely got rid of private landlords. And there used to also be rental caps in the UK for over 100 years prior to the Thatcher government. At which point, rental caps were removed. Local authority council houses were sold under right to buy. Great scheme, allowed tenants to buy, give themselves more security in later life. Except the money was then taken from the local authorities and not allowed to be used to build more local authority housing. And fast forward 30, 40 years, what happened was councils still own a lot of that council housing stock. They've not built any more because they can't. but you could be in a 3-bed house paying a council £350 a month, and then
you pay much.
And your neighbour.
I have a colleague at work. He has one of those houses. He pays €40 a month. That's
Wow.
his rent.
That is that the local authority housing here has never been that, but what it was, say, the current rent would be say £350 for a 3-bed house. A private landlord with the same house with doing none of the work will be renting the same property out for about £1,000. And you can't get onto a local authority council housing list in most areas of the UK at the moment because demand is so high. And if you are a young, healthy, single person that is not homeless, there is virtually zero chance of you getting a council house. In Cardiff, there are currently, I think, 10 or 12,000 people on the waiting list. Cardiff is a city of 350, I think, thousand occupants. Most people are on the list for years. So you go to private rentals, and private rentals are not... Private landlords add nothing to the economy. All they do is buy up housing that would otherwise be sold as private housing and then rent it out. And that housing... to give you an example of Cadbury, there are two major, slightly different commercial landlords, but same principle, that own the majority of the commercial real estate. The church and Landsec. It was Landsec, I believe it may have changed hands now. So they would both look at each other every year and raise the rents for the property by anything they fancy, 10, 15, 20%. Because who else are you going to go to? And then they will point at the other one and go, no, this is just market rent. Look, they're doing the same. If you own all the property, market rent is whatever you say it is.
Mm-hmm. It's called monopoly.
You gave an example for a rent of €1,000.
Mm-hmm.
In Dublin, 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom house starts from 2,500.
Oh yeah, hang on, let's look at the rental price. If I do a quick Zoopla. And it used to be that housing was about 3x. The most a bank was allowed to lend you was 3 times your salary. Housing is now up around 7, 8, 12 in some cases your salary.
No, Ireland still has 3.5.
Where are we? Which also means that if you have money and have assets, you're a good lending risk for a bank. And if you overpay, and what you see in hot cities, landlords massively overpay for properties. And then use the fact that they've overpaid for properties they work out what a 7.5% yield would be on the rent. On the purchase price. And charge that. And then all of their existing properties that they didn't overpay for, they go, oh, well, market rent, it's gone up to this because they've overpaid. And they have a asset that they are sitting on and can continue to borrow at rates that are lower than normal borrowers. And leverage said assets. So a lot of landlords are very heavily leveraged, which means if we have a housing crash and they can't afford to pay their bills, there will be a serious problem with rents, which you've seen where we've had inflation. Landlords have problems with bills. What they do, they will put the rents up because there's no rent controls. So, and if there are 7 or 8 major landlords in most cities. Not the people that own 1 or 2, the people that are owning hundreds of properties.
In Dublin, what screwed the rental property was Google, Facebook.
Yep.
Because their headquarters are here, then they couldn't actually bring people because they had nowhere to put them. So they went on the housing market and said, oh, there's a property. How much do you ask? 500,000. Here's 800.
Yep. Yeah, and you had that in California as well, like these, because when you're doing comparative pricing, like being able to make sure that your employees, it's a reason like tech firms are all talking about building campuses you can live on, hoping that people are too young and too unaware of history to know what a company town is.
Fire, don't worry about how it looks. It's because of the patches. So if you look at the field where Flanker is,
And the affordability challenge for buying as well is that a lot of people are paying commercial rents that are rising rapidly. So they're paying private landlords who are so unregulated compared to properly regulated markets, or even the UK market pre-1979, that there's a lot of people that don't have $200 left at the end of the month after paying all their bills. So if you need to find yourself a deposit of 20% on a £300,000 property, then you're saving at a rate of £200 a month, you are
leave the header, Fire.
getting a house.
Allow me, Fire.
Oh, bad words. I missed that one twice now.
I think he got one hell of a deal with this cedar, because so far I've used exactly 0 liters of canola seed to plant more or less entire this field. The percentage in liter does not go down, and yet it says it is planted.
One final thought on the housing market, because I've just looked up a stat that was frustrating, is that the being able to borrow more as a multiple of your salary is a trap. It is not a good thing, because they're now starting to offer 35-year mortgages. Well, it used to be that you buy your house, in the 1970s, the average age of buying a house was 24. So if you did a 25-year mortgage, you would be done and be able to retire at 49, or at least own your home at 49, free and clear. The average age is now 34, and the mortgages are being handed out are increasingly 35-year mortgages. The UK retirement age means that you're going to struggle to get a mortgage, even if they keep raising it. But based on that, if you took an affordable mortgage over 35 years for you, you would own your house when you turn 69.
Nice. Wait, no, not nice.
And the average age of...
Yes, Morph?
I have a sad news.
What?
Fire screwed us.
The median age for males surviving in the UK is
contract
81.
on field 7.
Life expectancy at birth is... yeah, somewhere between 79 and 81 if you're born today. And the average age you're able to buy a house is getting higher and higher and higher for first-time buyers. And like, there is, if you're a young person being born today, the chance of you ever owning a home is almost zero. Which also means if you need care in later life, you don't have an asset to leverage. Whereas people born in the 1970s that have been retirees or are coming up to retirement now are likely to at least have a mortgage and have bought their home, compared to young people who are just not going to get to do that. So they are completely and utterly fucked. And if you have a big bill come in, well, you don't own anything. Your town gets a new employer in that drives rents up while you are still being paid the national minimum wage. Well, sucks to be you. Lone Wolf says he's got 2 years, 9 months left for me and it's a struggle, I'm not going to lie. Nice. My first house cost 25k, achieving most deposits today. Yeah, and it was probably a multiple of what, 30... I'm guessing it's probably a 3x multiple for your first home. Like, compared to the average salary at the time, or average household income. Strahan says, my first 62k and paid it off in 3 years. Yeah, so the... Yeah, let's do a quick check on what a first-time buyer will be looking at here. And I'm going to take Cardiff as an example because it's close to me, and so average property rents in Cardiff are now £1,836 per month for rent. The median rent is a little bit lower because there are some very valuable properties, so it's 1,350. If you are a single person earning the UK minimum wage, and let's say you are 21 and older, you are going to be being paid...
No, finish the line fire. I can't.
$11.44 an hour as a minimum. If you are lucky, you've got an employer that will pay you 40 hours. If you're unlucky, you'll get paid 36 to make up your full-time hours. But let's say you work the maximum you can, 40 hours. That's going to work out to 23,000 and change a year, which works out as £1,982 before tax. So let's do a quick tax calculator. To get our take-home tax. So let's assume you don't have a student loan. Let's say you just went straight out to work. So the breakdown is...
I'm coming with it.
Fire. Go at the end and start it on the end
20.
of the field. Don't do the head.
Right. So your take-home pay every month will be £1,721 and a penny. If you live alone, you are just effed, because your average rent to live in the city is £1,350. But let's say you find a much smaller place. So let's go for Cardiff to rent. We'll sort by... We'll take the minimums out. Let's say you... But you do want at least your own bedroom. You're not a parent. You don't have any kids. I'm not going to put any min-max on it. No min, no max. And we'll go with the lowest price. So the lowest price is not... No, that's all shared rooms. One bed, one bath. Okay, the lowest price in Cardiff at the moment is £900 a month for a coach house. So that is above someone else's garage. And you'll be paying rent of £900 a week. Sorry, £900 a month, sorry. So about £208 a week. So we've done the salary calculator. You are at 800 quid. So £800 after you have paid your rent, you're still going to owe your council tax, which would be nearly another 150 to 200 a month. Your electricity bill, which is probably electricity, gas is probably another 100, 150. Internet's about 50, so your 400 went out, £400 left. You're probably going to want to eat. £450 if you want to eat. Let's say you were on. Let's say we take 200 of that, divide that over the course of a month. Well, that's only going to get you £6.45 a day. So we're probably going to want £300 to get a tenner a day to eat. That leaves you £150. You haven't paid for any subscriptions. You haven't paid for your TV license or anything else. You have £150 a month to pay after you've paid just your essentials and your light. And that £150, let's say you play an absolute blinder. That £150, you manage to save every bit of it. Well, and then you think to yourself, you know what, this is wasted money. What I'm going to do is I'll save up for a deposit. Well, a deposit on a house in Cardiff currently will cost you about £25,000. Let's say £20,000 though, let's be super conservative. So that's only going to take you 11 years to save up, assuming no prices go up. So in 11 years, if everything stayed stable, you would have enough money for a deposit at 21. So that'll be you at 32 to 34, which is why you'll notice that's where the average first-time buyer age is now. Kind of freaking sucks. Rent does not include utilities. Absolutely not, Regal Rogol. So if you're a single person living alone, with no children, so you're in the best financial position of being a single person, it will only take you just over 11 years to save enough for a deposit. 11 years, 2 months. By which time, do you think the house prices are going to be stable? Or do you think you'll find that you need another 11 years of deposit saved? Like, yeah. And I also think there is, Strana, there is definitely a financial crash coming. This everything smells like 2008 at the moment. But one of the big drivers in the UK for crap affordability is that local authorities stopped building homes, and they used to build hundreds of thousands a year. Oh yeah, Lone says, and travel to your job for most. Yeah. Like a bus ticket in Cardiff will cost you £3. Is it £3.50 a day for a return? So that'll be £100.
Just 1 second.
Hmm?
Fire, I'm sorry to tell you, I'm gonna cancel the contract right here, right now. I ain't piloting this field. It goes to farmers.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, well, yeah.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna sit here for the next 2 weeks piloting this field.
Oh, yeah, Flanker. Don't do carrots or parts. No, maybe
don't worry, I know.
parsnips.
I'm
Don't
right on
deliver
this
to the
one.
farmer's market.
Yeah, I get it. I have been told multiple times not to do the...
I'm sorry.
No worries. It wasn't like you are not the only person that said that, sir.
No, it's a good deal if you actually buy the field, steal the crop, and sell it wherever you want, not to the farmer's market, because you actually have to put it on pallets. It has no sell point.
They wonder why people with jobs still need food banks, says Lone. Yep. And yes, I would expect that if the current forecast for or policy direction that is being suggested by some in the next administration, I would expect a crash coming very, very soon. And I hope I am wrong. But at the moment, the future administration doesn't seem to understand how tariffs work, which is going to make for an interesting time in the world markets. And that's not just a US thing, it will affect everyone around the world, because I think we are very close to a crash anyway. So any one organization or any one nation taking a severe hit or causing waves will just hasten it. It won't be caused by it, it will be hastened by it, in my personal opinion. And like I say, hope I am very significant one. Do I think the interest rate will go back up? I'm not sure. The problem is you need the interest rate to control inflation. Well, we do inflation control really poorly, rather than regulating companies, because that seems like it. Free capitalism. And it would be so easy to regulate companies in certain areas that would massively control inflation. We use the really dumb lever of interest rates. And it's an even dumber lever when you use it in the States, because mortgages are more intelligent in the States than here. So mortgage in the States, a lot of them are fixed for a far longer period or for the term of the loan, which also causes different problems, because if you bought a house and you've got a 3% mortgage on it and you look at buying a new house and you're looking at 6.5%, you are probably going to stay exactly where you friggin' are. But the way mortgages work in the UK is the most you'll be able to fix most of the time between 2 and 5 years, for our international audience, which also has the problem of, if the interest rates are used to control inflation by reducing people's ability to spend, all that actually does is funnel more money into the banks who are earning money on the interest and squeezing people's pockets, which then cause businesses to make decisions because sales will go down. The idea is that interest rates go up and businesses will be pressured to deflate their prices, and that will reverse or flatten inflation. What actually happens is the businesses tighten their belt to improve shareholder value.
And who ends up paying the tightening of the belt?
Yeah, that'll be the consumers. And all the companies, is so funny watching the same cycle happen. Like, the number of financial events I've lived through that are meant to be once in a lifetime events.
It seems to be every 10-15 years now.
It seems to be getting shorter, and there seems to be middle shocks in the middle. 2007, when interest rates dropped, exactly the same result we have now. They lowered interest rates, inflation started going up till middle of 2008, then crash occurred. Although part of that was also because of a lack of regulation. See, I'm a huge fan of capitalism and regulation. You need both, because the natural outcome of capitalism with no regulation is slavery. No one wants that. So the problem was that banks were trying to be too clever, and they were packaging up vast amounts of debt, and ratings agencies were doing a terrible job of rating, and they had these financial products that should have been illegal to start with, where you would start on a low interest rate and then ratchet the interest rate up. Well, all that meant was people that were in a position they couldn't afford to do, or they were in a position where they could, they were being told they could afford to buy their own home, a complete dream for people that had virtually no income, were asked for no proof of income. You just self-declared. And then all of those were packaged together and then signed off by a ratings agency as being AAA premium grade low risk debt, and then sliced into lots of other bits that were then sold to other people. So the reason the sudden freeze came in 2008 is because no one knew what they had on their books. It was just awful. Unrealized loss on banks of 70 billion in 2007 is now 550, just US banks. Yeah. And the people regulating can't be the same people making money. Yes. Like, I have a clause where I don't take shareholdings in my client companies, the people I work with, because I want my values to be aligned. And I would love to take shareholdings in some of the companies. I've worked at 2 companies that the shareholding has gone up a very significant amount while I've worked with them. But you have to be aligned on, and there has to be no ulterior motive. You can't regulate something with a where you are going to be the one that is earning the money if it does well, because it creates really perverse incentives. And in the US, it's a real shame. I have a feeling the next administration will be getting rid of Lena Khan. I'm already doing CK3 in the background fire. Thank you, though. Where the FTC actually has a chair at the moment who's actually taking action on monopolies, things that they've done that have been hopefully across the political spectrum good. Things like removing non-competes from contracts. That is, without doubt, excellent for average employees. Because non-competes are a thing that should exist, but only for senior management that you have. Like, you're not allowed to compete directly with their business in a particular area based on proprietary knowledge you have. Not non-competes are in place because, well, if you don't work for us, the hairdresser, you can't work for anyone else in 30 miles. What are you on? That is just restriction of trade. So, yes.
But isn't that really bad for CEOs who can't afford their second Lamborghini?
The thing is, it's not even, though, because it means, because there are things that sound very good. One of the problems that you have, and for some context, I have extensive experience working in Europe and the US. Elsewhere in the world, a little bit less. But there was a great line that some people consider themselves to be temporarily embarrassed millionaires. So they'll protest at things that will affect them in theory one day if they earn millions, and then not protest for the things that help them today. Yeah, calls for throwing a lot of non-competes out. Yeah, and the FTC was changing made it really clear that non-competes were no longer going to be a thing, which is a huge win. Well, Frank is saying he gets around. Only with you, lads. How you doing? The changing music, I am setting up Crusader Kings in the background. Which I think is... that one? That's Wednesday. And Thursday on the 14th. That's it. So it's just taking a second because I had to update the version as well. If you are joining Crusader Kings, everyone's welcome to, by the way. The Wandering Adventurers means that you can just join with a brand new character even mid-game. There has been an update. You do just need to make sure you're up to date. It was only a small one, but the details are in the Discord now. Let me just grab before I press the button and I get a complaint. Let me just post the server ID as well for you all.
Why did 500,000 disappear?
Lies, give details. I didn't
Feels
spend
12.
500,000 in farming sim, not me.
Isn't our job to harvest?
Which field did you buy?
12.
Oh.
Complaints, packs his bag and
sugar, yeah.
flees. You think you're about to be timed out? Okay. Oh, hang on, Laz. Check the. Hang on. There is one thing that's changed. I am just updating it now. It's the password is changed.
I'm gonna need a truck.
With the trailer?
Yep.
Because that is currently being filled with chips.
Sounds delicious.
Then something else.
I'm going to switch to CK3 because I think it's going to take me 5 minutes to do the switch over, guys. Thank you very much for the games. And do you want me to put you in the farming sim chat?
Yes, please.
Yeah, I will return you. I kidnapped you
Thanks for the game.
temporarily. Thank you for the games, guys. And congratulations again,
Thanks for
Morph, on the house buying. That's awesome.
Thank you.
There we go. Right, so let's get ourselves out of farming sim. I'll try and do a quick switch over. If you're watching on Twitch or on TikTok, you can just stay exactly where you are. We're switching over to our community night game of Crusader Kings 3. Great time to start, and you can join us if you would like in game as well. Just head to the Discord and all the details are there. If you're watching on YouTube, let me share the link with you now. That's the link you'll need to go to. I will be changing over the stream now. In fact, TikTok's got CK3 up first. Deary me. Pro streamer right here. Not. There we go. Right, let's get ourselves out of farming sim and we'll do the switch over on for YouTube. Doop-a-doo. And let's check. Yep, the multiplayer lobby, we've got 5 people loading in and loading in pretty quickly. Right. There, I've changed that as well. Hang on, you normally can't see that. It's because I passed it over the front two. There you go. That should be done for you now.